All right, everybody, here's your core bites number 52. Please make your corrections on your paper. Number 1, Shannon needs 36 beads to make a bracelet. If she purchased a bag of 500 beads, how many bracelets could she make? So basically, you're going to have to divide 500 beads into 36 groups and see how many are going to be in each group, right? Because that'll give you the number of bracelets. So we can use our partial quotient strategy we're doing in class right now for math. So if you do 500 divided by 36, okay? So I'm going to go over here on the side, and I am going to work out some ideas, okay? I'm just going to move it over a little bit. All right, so if I say 36 times 1, right? That's going to give us 36. But if I add a 0, that's going to give us 360, right? So if I say times 10, that's going to give us 360. So I'm going to subtract. So 0 minus 0 is 0. We're going to have to regroup so we can do this one. 10 minus 6 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay? So I've got 140. So now I'm going to have to do a number smaller than 10 because 36 times 10 gives us 360, and I've got to find a number smaller than that to help us with this one. So what if we do 36 times 3? And you may have to work it out. You might have to actually, use some scratch paper and actually say, well, what is 36 times 3? So 36 times 3. And I'm going to use standard algorithm for this. So 3 times 6 would give us 18. Regroup. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 would be 10. Okay, and so 108 is smaller than 140, so that works. So my 3 works here. So I do 108. Then I'm going to subtract that. So I've got to regroup. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus 7 is 3. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay? And so we haven't really learned this yet, guys. But whenever you get to a number that's smaller than your divisor, we call that your remainder because you can't go any further, right? So we haven't, I don't know if we really taught about that yet. But what that means is she's going to have 32 beads left over, and she has to have 36 to make a bracelet. So she's just going to have some random ones left that she can make that bracelet, right? But if you look over here, the total number of bracelets she can make, 10 plus 3, that gives her 13. So she can make 13 bracelets, and then she'll just have some extra beads left over. And if you know me, guys, whenever if you've ever made anything, sometimes you lose some of the beads. So it would be good to have some extras just in case you drop it, or they roll away, or you lose them, right? But for this one, 13 beads is your answer, okay? 13 bracelets, sorry. All right, for the next one. It says, find the sum of 989 and 876. So for that, sum means to add. You're going to add them together. So we've got 789 and we've got 876. Okay, so we're going to add them together. So I don't know if you know the trick here, but if you have 9, you take one from the other to make 10 and then add the rest. So 9 plus 6 would give you 15. Regroup. 8 and then 8 would give you 16. Regroup. And then 8 plus 7 plus 1 is 8. 8. So that's also 16. So your answer here, you know what? 8. Hold on, guys. I wrote that number wrong. That's supposed to be a 9. My apologies. So that would be 9 and 9 would be 18. So your answer would be 1,865. And guys, that is just one example of why you should always go back and check your numbers, because I did the math correctly, but I wrote the wrong number here in the hundreds place. So guys, please make sure you check your numbers. All right, for number 3. Yesterday, 1/9 of the girls in the class and 1/9 of the boys were absent. How much of the class was absent? So what's good, guys, is they both have the same denominator. So all you have to do is add your top number, your numerator. So 1 plus 1 is 2, and your denominator is 9. So your answer is 2/9 of the class was absent. Okay? For number 4, the area of the front cover of a book is 120 inches. The perimeter is 44 inches. What are the dimensions of the cover? So basically, guys, what you've got to do is you've got to see which numbers here can be added together to get 44, but also which numbers can be multiplied together, length times width, to give us 120. All right, so 10 times 20 would actually give you 1,200 because you have 2 zeros. So that's not going to work. 12 times 10, if you do the trick, 12 times 1 is 12 plus 1 is 120. That one works. And then 11 times 11 is actually, I believe, what is it, 121? Let me double check. 11 times 11. Yep, so that doesn't work. So now you've got to double check this one. So if we have a book cover, this side is 12, this side is 12, this side is 10, this side is 10. So your area is going to be length times width, and we already know that works, so that one's good. But now we've got to see if we can come up with 44 inches. So if we do 12 and 12, that's 24. 10 and 10, that would be 20. Add them together, you get 44. So perfect. So your answer is B. And then for number 5. What does the following geometric figure represent? So we have a point and we have an arrow. So guys, this is called a ray. So just think of the sun. So think of this point right here being the center of the sun and all the sun's light and heat coming off of it. So like a sun ray, the ray of the sun. Okay? So guys, check your answers and let us know if you have any questions.